back in my Kappa shirt. We're going to be talking about the open, close book of life that 2020 is as a conjunct eye open in the Cam era. Today's Tuesday, the 7th, the day that didn't get split as water for us to land in nuclear containers as form of crystals that came out of the particle sprinkles. Those big halos in the sky that people haven't been explaining very well, but the sky thing is definitely the limit. Know that. So, what's going on? They say on Friday that eclipse for the first full moon in Cancer, one side of the moon is like the camera opening and closing. What happened in those smart things that people were hitchhiking their way in and out of rooms with AI, VR stuff? And boo, I don't think so. God, on Cancer, yes, I sure done did it. Cameras. So I'm just gonna go ahead and speed it up, because, they say the end of the ear, the new ear thing that didn't happen, that, are you on a calendar? Where did those days go? Are you dazed? Or do you see it clearly and hear it now? 0 point? Okay, this year ends on a full Cancer moon. So what does that tell you about Friday this week? Was I meek and heard it upside down and got pulled in? That long thing and stretched out wrong? And I don't think so. Somebody might have electric rolled you into some booga idea that free energy wasn't real and that you had to let those guys trick you into elongating the scent. Didn't happen like that. So, what's happening? Some of you all want a real reading. Did you catch this week's strong report for the 6th to the 12th? I'm going to wrap it up for the 13th to the 19th because the pen umbrella wrote itself, and there's a huge amount of microdot psychoactive stuff going on in the state of red. Who? Red? What? India? What happened? Oh, do you mean that we actually landed and that it got crunched and that some of us aren't in these containers and some of us are, and it's like magic birthday. Take a spa bath and know that you are art and that you are loved just the way you are. So, some of us are getting that report, and I'll catch you on the inside of that one. Greetings, Pisces. How you doing? It's so great to have you here. Thank you for being present. Let's take a look at the shadowscapes first and see what's going on for the strong of 13 to 19 Jan. Your card. 4 of Wands energy, Pisces. Wow, so I'm hearing for some of you all, this is whatever is happening in April, and it's got you kind of looking forward to it. For some of you all, if this is some kind of celebration, it could be a birth happening, and for some of you all, it's like tying the knot. It's bringing forward stability at home, and I'm hearing for some of y'all, it's like some sort of rebuilding process coming to an end. It might have something to do with your family or your health. And it's looking really good, especially if you've been on the mend. And I'm hearing for some of you all, this really has to deal with some things that you left behind. And I'm seeing, it's like 1, 2, or 3 energies that might have been like creeping up from behind somebody is what it sounds like here. I don't know if that makes sense, but behind these beautiful creatures, see, there's some of these things here. I'm hearing that in some cases it's like learning about things that people may have said, even if they were in your favor, behind your back or about you. It's like a lot of talking about you going around and some things that are coming to an end and where energy might be stabilizing, especially if it's been really super busy right now. And so hearing for some of you all, this is a forward look on where it settles down. And for some of you all, it's just like, oh, I just need peace in my house. So let's see what's going on with their energy. So Pisces, we got the Nine of Cups here, and I'm hearing for somebody, this is where you've really set your intention, proving to you how other people are interacting with or being receptive to your stable energy. Because I'm hearing it's like your stable energy has created a lot of things, a lot of light. I'm hearing for some of you all, you might also be hearing about something coming to light about somebody's surgery, about needing a surgery is what I'm hearing. And I'm hearing this person here getting different directions, because for some of you all, you're learning that this person might not have their energy just moving in the same direction as yours, even though they're having a lot of like wish come true energy. It's like they're looking out for themselves is what it looks like. And this energy is going this way. And this energy is going this way. And I'm hearing it's kind of like a two-edged sword though, like dealing with whoever this person is, because this could actually be two different people that you're dealing with. And I'm hearing for some people, it's like the person might either be like manic depressive, or like, I'm hearing like dealing with some kind of like bipolarity issue where it's like up and down, and like kind of taking cutting swipes is what I'm hearing at somebody with their words. And it's like from an emotional angle, it can be very hurtful. I'm hearing it's like spiteful. But for some of you, this Nine of Cups energy is actually another person that has actually set their mind in agreement with whatever it is that you've been going through. It's like you're going through the same challenge, and you might be going this one way, and it's like they're seeing things this other way. They're like, but you know, we really need to go this other way here. And I'm hearing for some of y'all, this is really about discernment. You're going to have to know who your characters are, because for some of you all, this could be a slippery slope, especially if one person is very stable and the other person needs a lot, because there's sort of an energy like that where it's like somebody's fire could really get put out or burned, or they could get burned out. I'm just seeing somebody getting a little bit exhausted, depending on what the situation is here. But for some of you, whatever is happening, I'm hearing over like the next 9 weeks, we'll say strongs, might be pivotal for how this shapes up. And they're saying for some of you all too, be careful, because I'm hearing somebody might really like to lap it up, and I don't know what that means. For somebody, it's about a drinking habit. For somebody else, it's just like lapping up whatever kind of praise they can get, even if they've taken like a sideways angle, is what I'm hearing. Because I'm hearing it's like what people know over here that's like going over somebody's head, but then nobody's talking about. They're all looking this way. And I'll just go on like that. So Nine of Cups could also be dealing with, I'm hearing Scorpio here, somebody that might have Scorpio on their chart, although it doesn't have to be. Cups are sometimes people's just water element in their chart, and so it could be something that's like Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, perhaps Sun, Moon, or Rising. Let's see what's going on in the disposition here in the middle. Pisces. We've got the Seven of Swords, and I'm hearing it's like avoiding the truth. I'm hearing if I had a nickel for every time I thought about that, I would have made my own jillions by now. And so I'm hearing for somebody, it's like escapist thoughts and tendencies, and like being at a point where it's like certain wishes and needs are being fulfilled, but knowing it kind of sucks too at the same time. And I'm hearing for some of y'all, it's just like a bad realization with like whatever adulting means to you. Like adulting, like this week and being an adult sucks because da. And it's like okay, because for some of you all, it's like everything is still sort of stable, except how you're feeling in a mental way about it. And I'm hearing it might just be like weird communication. I'm hearing like somebody's very critical. And so if somebody's trying to heal or is like going through something, it's like somebody's sending thoughts is what it looks like. And it's like it's piercing somebody here is what it looks like. And so I'm hearing whoever this is here, you'll have to know if this is you or somebody else, this person here, had to like cover up and like get away and like hide under a rock, literally. Because it's like I keep seeing somebody like taking an emotional view on this, but kind of being like sending bad vibes, like pew pew pew, and like these fish going pew, just taking off this way and like launching, and then energy going a completely different direction. But it's like a lot of noise around these people's heads too, and so it's like energy just going in two different directions. So for some of you all, this is bad communication, miscommunication. For some of you all, it's like communication that needs to happen that isn't happening. And I'm hearing for some of you all, it's like, well, that's not even what happened. And it's just like two completely different stories and not being able to agree at any time. And I'm hearing for somebody, it's like, you know, I'm just going to focus on this while you focus on that. And we'll just be glad that everything is stable otherwise, is what I'm hearing. So it's kind of a weird week. It's like, you know, sometimes having to make weird decisions just because you have certain things that you want and maybe other things just aren't adding up real good. And I'm hearing some of this, if it's not sounding like, if it's resonating more like a health situation, I'm hearing for somebody, it's like knowing that whatever kind of medical thing is happening, it's just like counting time is how they're telling me. It's like I see somebody counting this like if it's like silverware. It's like I see somebody just like looking for something to do, and they're like with their hands and they're like scrubbing silver and like pulled out like silver polish, and it's like they're doing things that are a little bit more mundane to pass the time. And I'm hearing for some of you all, that might actually be a really good meditation and something that you can keep in mind too, because for some of you all, this is the after shadow of whatever has happened on the 10th. And at the time of this reading, I started on the 7th. Today is actually the 9th. I've been doing this in an attempt to prepare those that receive these messages and that can hear clearly and see clearly, and are learning to hear what's in between the words being spoken, because things are starting to speak up around you. What it means to sit quietly under the rock and listen for communication that might be getting thrown around you. And for some of you all, this is knowing that some things got cut off for the eclipse, and actually what's going to be happening on the quote-unquote 10th, the first Cancer, you know, 1/2 of the full moon of the new year that ends on the full moon of Cancer on the other side of the 2020 view. Maybe like a apocalypso dance party? I don't know. Some of us would like that instead, now that we can see these things much more clearly. And I'm hearing for some of you, it's like kind of like a tip to start covering here, like your third eye, and watching where your nose goes and being nosy, because some of you all are going to hear and see what things have been going on around you, especially if two people had separate needs pulling them in different directions, because there's different ways that this could be playing out, especially if these are different people that this sounds familiar with to you. So thank you for sharing this to anybody who you think might benefit from hearing this. And I'll just say, if you need a reading with just your energies in it, I can do those privately. Just check the information below. And especially if you have dates and things and you're looking for a way to revisit, because I'm here for some of y'all, this is like, you might have hired a different kind of doctor or somebody who's doing like an investigation on something, is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing this might be like a PI for some of you all, and you're being encouraged to see things differently and to see it all the way around. Because somebody's trying to get better here, and it's like, I don't know if they're trying to take that sword out or if it's like somebody is casting swords at them. Could be different things happening at the same time. Okay, so for those of you that were interested in possible romance, I'm going to take a look at your card and their card with the Tarot of Sexual Magic, Pisces. Okay, your card, Knave of Pentacles, and I'm hearing whoever it is that's lapping it up needs to maybe look at this differently, because I'm hearing somebody's like mixing. I don't know if this is like a cautionary note about mixing your meds with alcohol or different meds, but I'm hearing somebody's like sedated here for whatever is happening. I'm hearing be careful, especially if this one here isn't holding a drink now, but is like holding a phone, because I'm hearing somebody might have tried to take some compromising photos of somebody when they didn't know, when they were in an impaired state or like out, unconscious. And I'm hearing it's like whatever might have been going on between those two cups. So for some of you all, just be careful. Because I'm hearing somebody might be devious. That Seven of Swords, this is like liar, cheater, thief energy in a lot of different ways in traditional decks. And so here it's a cautionary note, especially if it's like your home insecurity and like somebody possibly drinking and like taking their own ideas very seriously. So what's the other card? Well, we've got strength showing up on 11. So whatever it is they're doing, especially if somebody's trying to be strong-armed, I'm hearing strong-armed. This is the strength card. A lot of times it shows up during the house of like Leo meets Virgo. Other times it shows up in the house of 11, in front of an 11 like me, where it's more about like justice. And so it's the interchangeable but not reversible door on how both of those things need to be in check, especially if somebody is being treated or being kind of brutally handled. Because if you see here, this woman is like grabbing this thing by its face and controlling it, and it's like, no, you don't get to say that. I'm here for this reason. And it's like somebody putting something in somebody's mouth this way. And so I'm hearing, be careful, because this is a knave. A knave is like, that's a page. That's like somebody that's not a very experienced energy, or somebody that needs help. That's like a dependent energy. A lot of times it's like real childlike, or like somebody that just needs help and assistance. They need somebody to prop them up because they can't do certain things for themselves. And then you've got the strength card, which is somebody here that's manhandling the beast. And so know your characters here. For some of you all, this is like knowing that somebody only wants to get away with what they can. It's like they'll manhandle. I'm hearing somebody has somebody on the side. They might be cheating, It's like, it's the kind of stuff that can happen with the Seven of Swords. It's like, what happened between 7 and 11, I don't know. I just heard that, but I'm hearing whatever happened between 7 and 11, don't know in this depiction, because it's what somebody was trying to put their own thought into. If you ask me, 7 is about the safe pH of water and the transmission of energy that happens when form is protected in the union of sound, in the birth of our inception, where water and fire as a form can be safe, and where nobody can take advantage of another person's situation, because this is like two people being kind of manhandled here. So for some of you all, I don't know, maybe you're fighting with your partner, or like only connecting when you drink, or it's like a physical thing. But I'm hearing for some of you all, it's like energy going in two different directions. So might just be a weird week for some of you all. You're gonna have to know if that's your story or not. If it didn't resonate, hey, take care. Sorry, check your moon, your rising, if this was your sun, or cross-watch something else. These can't be for everyone. Let me know what you think. I'd love to hear your comments, and definitely appreciate the support. Share it with somebody if you think it would help them. And hit me up, Verified Martians. We've got a chat room there if you'd like to chat with other hypersentients. It's a growing community, kind of small right now, but if you have questions or need to talk to somebody about things going on around you, it's a good place to reach out. So, just showing you I care, love you a lot, whether or not you show up there, and we'll catch you again soon, Pisces, when we're back for another reading, okay? Bye for now.
Promise that you'll catch me.